Hey guys, today we are actually going to be talking about who has the top 10 best players in their respective leagues. Before we get started, I do want you guys to go ahead and put in the comment section your opinion on who you guys think has the best list of top 10 players. We are going to start with the PGA and we're going to end it with the LIV Golf top 10. All right, to start off the list, we do have PGA's top 10. And one of my personal favorites, we got Jon Rahm. Now this guy's been killing it. I love the guy's swing. I love his attitude up on the course. This guy's a wizard when he's on the greens, especially those left to right putts. He seems to nail those in the clutchest of moments. I really love the guy. He's been on the good videos. He seems pretty down to earth. So Jon Rahm is the number one right now in the PGA. Number two, we have Scottie Scheffler. So Scotty's really got no weaknesses at the moment. He's playing some of the best golf he's ever played in his life. But not just his skill, he seems like the really down-to-earth guy. Pretty quiet, but still has fun while he's even playing these tournaments live on camera. So he just seems like a cool dude. Number three, we got Rory McIlroy. I don't really need to explain much about Rory. He's top three right now. Like, he just got bumped down with Rahm's win. He's made an absolute major comeback last year. He put in a ton of work, a lot of time working on his game, working on his swing. Got to that world number one again and then lost it. But I would not be surprised if we see Rory probably take number one again this year at some point. Number four, we have Patrick Cantlay. Patrick Cantlay doesn't have like a huge, I don't know a lot of people that are like, yeah, my favorite player is Patrick Cantlay, but this dude's been around for a while and he's actually done really well in the PGA. So just recently, he actually just placed third at that Genesis Invitational that Jon Rahm won. So he's still up in those top 5 leaderboards. And last year with his wins and where he placed in other tournaments, he still made over $2 million. Number 5, we got the rat tail Cameron Smith. So he's actually the only player that we're going to talk about today that's actually on both lists. He's on top 10 for PGA and LIV Golf. This kid's short game is ridiculous. His approach shot, his chips are just insane. I'm not really sure what his future is though. It sounds like he clearly went to LIV Golf. And PGA has these rules. The rules seem up and down all around. So, but I know that he's going to be at the British Open since he won that last year. So the Open was like, no, we have to have our champion. So even though he is part of LIV Golf, they're going to let him play that tournament. Hey guys, I wanted to take 1 second to share with you about Shank-it Golf. Now these hats are super awesome, super premium hats. You got to get your hands on them. Amazing designs. And not to mention, if you guys do go to their website and use code word STORYTIME, you're going to get 15% off of any product you purchase. And also, if you go on to Blue Tees, 10% on all products on Blue Tees. So 15 on Shank-it Golf and 10% on Blue Tees using that promo code STORYTIME. Go hit them up. Number 6, we got Xander Schauffele. Now, I'm not really sure what I can't say about this guy. Xander's just one of those guys that, again, doesn't have a lot of weaknesses in his game. Sometimes it's his weekend, sometimes it's not, just like everybody else. But he's not lacking in one category. He's actually the reason why I spend most of my times when I'm practicing on the greens. He was talking about he spends about 2 to 2.5 hours every single day putting. And he likes to stress that that's what he thinks is the most important part of the game. I agree. A lot of people agree. Some people would say the short game, trying to get your approach shots close. But if you're close, you better not two-putt. Number 7, we got Will Zalatoris, or better known as Happy Gilmore's caddy, which is hilarious. Poor guy. He got his first win last year in 2022, and that's after having come up short a few times. And people were giving him a rash of crap about his putting stroke. I'm sure you guys have seen it or replays of it, where when he was coming back, it was just like, I mean, he was all over the place. Number 8, we got Max Homa. Now, I am a huge fan of Max Homa. Talk about moving up the ranks fast. Max Homa has done that. He just finished second at that Genesis Invitational. I think he should have won. Rahm had one lucky shot. I think it was on Friday or Saturday, banked off one of the rafter areas, like where people are sitting, like the little stands, and smashed up against that, came down some rough, came up on the green, and then there was like a 3-putt for his eagle. And so he won by, that's 2 strokes. He probably wouldn't end up with a par or maybe a bogey. But that at least got him 2 strokes in the tournament, and he ended up winning by 2 strokes. The one thing I don't like about Homa is that when you watch him on TV, he's almost like a robot. Like, he's so in the zone. There's very little emotion, which is probably better to stay in that zone. But I like it when the guys get excited or laugh, makes them more personable and just more fun to watch. Number 9 is Justin Thomas. Not really much to say about Justin Thomas. Seems like a really good dude, but if you watch some of the documentaries and stuff on like Netflix, Full Swing, that thing was awesome. The dude's a competitor. He wants to win. He wants to win with every fiber of his being. So I wouldn't doubt to see him make a really good run this year. Last but not least, we got Colin Morikawa. So this is another young stud. Happened to also graduate from UC Berkeley, just like Max Homa. He'll probably be in the top 10 for the foreseeable future. And he has one crazy stat that I've never heard about, but I looked it up. His first, let me read it. On his first 22 PGA Tour career starts, he made all 22 consecutive cuts. That's only second to Tiger Woods, who has the longest streak of 25. So that's really incredible. I'm not surprised he'll be in the top 10. I feel like all these guys that we talked about will be in the top 10 for the foreseeable future. So that's it for the PGA. That's a stacked top 10. So I don't know if the LIV Golf guys can pull this off, but now let's go through the LIV Golf list. Number 1 is DJ, Dustin Johnson, my favorite player. Yes, some of my favorite players are both number 1 right now, Jon Rahm and DJ. That's not, I feel like a homer, but that's just the way it is. So it is unfortunate we're not going to see him, I don't believe, on any PGA Tour events this year. But he's going to be playing LIV Golf, and luckily LIV Golf is coming to Tucson this year on March 17th through the 19th. So I will go see that guy. Love watching him hit a driver. It's just awesome to watch. Number 2 is Patrick Reed. So he's doing pretty well, but it's unfortunately he doesn't really have a huge following either. The guy already has 9 victories, and he even won a Masters in 2018. Number 3 at LIV Golf, we got Taylor Gooch, the Gooch man. Goocher, very solid player. Unfortunately, only has 1 win on tour for the PGA out of 120 starts. But he does have 11 top 10 finishes, which is pretty solid. So far in his career, he's actually already made $9 million, which is not too shabby. But you can tell why people are leaving, PGA. He's already made $5 million last year alone playing for LIV. So definitely helping financially for their family and for their family's futures. So actually, I'm going to put the list on the screen right over here. I'm not going to go through all of them because, well, as you can see on the list, PGA definitely takes the cake on this one. There are some good players left on the LIV Golf list, like Brooks Koepka, Charles Schwartzel, Pat Perez. Cam Smith obviously comes up on last on that list. But PGA right now definitely got a way better top 10 in my opinion. All of them are absolute superstars. All of them are absolutely so much fun to watch, where some of those LIV Golf guys are just, regular old Joe Schmoes. They don't have that it factor. They're not super fun to watch. They don't have a huge following. So I think I'd say PGA takes the cake by far, but I'm still going to watch as much LIV Golf as I can because they're all a bunch of studs there. I'm never going to be able to compete with these guys. They're on such a high level. It's insane. It's just cool to watch. You really appreciate the shots when you go out and play a lot and you go and see them and you're like, wow, these guys are something else. Let me see what you guys got down below. Again, thanks for watching. We're on our way to 700 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button right away. Hit the bell for notifications, and we will see you next time.